it is all about Spark SQL only. Okay. So we'll do one thing now. We shall go through few interview questions and then we'll start the session. Okay. So inside the Databricks, we have discussed about the two layers, means two planes. Databricks architecture has been divided into two planes. What are the two planes?
Data plane, control plane, data plane.
Good. One other person has also answered the question. Who is the other person? Apart from Sampath? Okay. Yes. Who is the other person?
My name is Karthik.
Okay, Karthikeya, it's you. Okay. So, data plane and control plane. Which plane was being managed by Databricks?
Control.
Good. It's a control plane, which is managed by the Databricks. Means it will build all the things for you and it will give you option like whatever you want, you can choose. Behind the scenes, it will create all the things, right? Means computing power and all. So how much computing power you want means RLS 12.2 or 13.3, whatever it is, and which Spark version you want, and each and everything, it will allow you to do it. But behind the scenes, all the environment variables, whatever it is, those are all being set up by Databricks, correct? So that is the thing. By the way, my voice is clear, right? Or you feel any background noise?
It is very clear.
Okay, sir. Okay. So that is the control plane. And when it comes to the lake house, what do we mean by data lake house?
Combination of data lake and data warehouse.
Sorry, please repeat it again.
It is combination of data lake and data warehouse.
Good, very good. It is a combination of data warehouse and a data lake. So what features it is taking from data lake and the data warehouse? Firstly, from the data warehouse, it is taking like the data which it has been taking, that data it should validate, and it is a validated data. That was the feature it is taking from data warehouse. And from data lake, integrating with multiple format of files we are taking for lakehouse. So that is how it is created. So based on these two features of data lakehouse and data warehouse and data lake, it has created. Okay. So we also discussed the differences between data lake and delta lake. What is the major differences? I'm repeating the question. It is the differences between the data lake and delta lake.
Data lake can be written in the raw data format, whereas in the delta lake, it has been written in the packet files.
Yes, good. Any other differences, anyone?
Asset transactions are there in data lake.
Correct.
There's not in data lake.
The person who is telling the answer, Kartikeya, your voice is bit low for me. Could you please check your mic once?
Asset transactions are there in data lake. There's not there in data lake. And also
Good.
integrity constraints are checked in data lakes.
What is the last point?
Constraints.
Constraints?
Constraints are evaluated. I mean, they are enforced.
Schema enforcement.
Data
Okay, okay.
lakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if I combine all the points which our two friends has told us, so what it is means, firstly, data lake will take all the format files, like be it anything, Parquet, CSV, TSV, whatever it is. But in Delta Lake, when you write something, see here also, uh, Delta Lake, you are creating the tables, taking the data from Data Lake. Means Delta Lake is a layer upon the Data Lake. What it will do, it will take the data from Data Lake only, and then it will create a layer called Delta Lake, and it will create all other files. Whatever the file you are creating in Delta Lake, it will be in a Delta format only. The Delta format, when you say spark.write format of Delta, what format it is actually writing means Parquet file format. Okay, it will be creating into the data is partitioned, and each partition has been saved as a Parquet files. Okay, that is the thing. And second point is ACID transactions. ACID transactions were not there in Delta Lake. Sorry, Data Lake. In Delta Lake, it is there. So this is the major thing why what I told you, ACID transactions means before the transaction and after their transaction, it will maintain the same state, and it is having isolation, and it is also durable. Means create once and use many times. So this is all, these are all the things in ACID transactions we can use, leverage the things in Delta Lake. Okay. And schema enforcement. Schema enforcement means on the fly, if any there is any modification to the file from the source file, you are getting schema like for ID, you have declared it here as int, but for in the source file, if it is in a double, then you can actually merge it, enabling the schema enforcement. Okay, so you can do that one. This particular schema enforcement was not there in Data Lake. It is there in Delta Lake only. Okay, we have discussed that part also. And inside the Databricks, we are going to, today we are going to discuss about the Unity catalog. Unity catalog is a very trending concept. Okay, why? Because Databricks has implemented Unity catalog to all the workspaces which are being created after November 2023. Each and every workspace which has been created will have Unity catalog. Today we will be seeing both the things. Means previously how it will be, and enabling Unity catalog, how it has been transformed. Each and everything we will be seeing, so that you will get to know much more things. Like Unity catalog is for data governance, so we'll look into it, okay, slowly. And apart from these things, what else we have discussed? We have discussed about the time travel and time travel, right? So time travel and data feed. What is the difference between time travel and data feed? Means data version and data feed. What is the difference between these two? See, at least you know one part of it. You can tell me at least that part, okay? Time travel or data versions, what we have discussed, you all know. Based on the heading, you can actually tell me what comes into your mind. Okay? Okay, let me answer the question. So, time travel or data versions, what we are seeing is, see, when whatever it is, if you write like describe history of a table, it will give you from starting point. Like whenever you create a table, that is a zero version of it. And whenever you insert some data, that is first version. When you modify something, it is the second version. It keep on increasing. Okay, it is at a table level. It is at a table level. You are checking the things. That is the data version. We can say it as a data versioning or a time travel one. Okay. At notebook level also, you can check the thing. Who have modified what and what are the differences. We have seen that. But when it comes to data feed, it is also a data version only. But the thing is, see, it is at a row level. Means whenever you insert any row, if you modify it, it will tell you you have been modified this particular thing. Means you deleted this or you have read, first is inserting. Upon that one, if any operation we have done, it will be an update. If we deleted it, it will show you that particular record has also been deleted. So data feed is at a row level and data versions is at a table level. Clear, everyone? Okay. Now tell me, what is the difference between data lake and delta lake? Sorry, it was done, right? Uh, the question is the difference between full load and incremental load. Full load and incremental load. We discussed this very recently with an example. Come on.
Full load is loading the complete data from source to destination.
Good. And incremental load?
Load the data based on watermark from source to destination.
Very good, Sampath. So this is the detailed explanation he has given. So incremental load is loading the data from source to destination based on the watermark column. And we have seen with respect to examples also, both the full load and also the incremental load, right? So we have seen that with the merge and insert. Using merge statement, we have done inserting the things, right? So in medallion architecture, we have seen that one. Okay, so medallion architecture was built on lake house. Okay, means data lake house. To build that one, each and every table goes through the medallion architecture. Means from bronze layer to gold layer, data goes through it. You are very clear about the medallion architecture and how the data goes through and why the data goes through all these layers, right? Why the data goes through all these layers? It is for the data quality. Okay. To maintain the data quality, we are utilizing the medallion architecture. Okay. So we have seen all this. And now if I ask you, what is the gloom function in RDD? Come on, Gloom.
Converting into partition.
Yes. RDD usually stores the data in partitions, and Gloom will show us what data was into which partition. So that is how it is helping us. Okay. So if I ask you like any scenario based questions, see, let's say you have more data and you need to like I have given you questions on RDD and data frames and all of them, right? If I pick any one question like group by key and reduce by key, what are these two? Means what is the difference between group by key and reduce by key? We have discussed this particular thing at the beginning of our sessions with all examples, right? So you can memorize little bit group by. See, whatever you do group by in SQL, the same thing you will be doing in PySpark also with respect to RDD. Okay, you can mention the same explanation for group by. Yes, 5 before. Okay. Let me tell you the difference between both of them. Okay. Let me share my screen and explain you all the things. Is my screen visible to everyone? I hope it is. Okay. So in assignment also, I clearly mentioned group by and reduce by. Why? Because this is one of the important question. Okay, when someone asks you. So this is the data which we have taken in a question. So when you say reduce by, you are reducing it by key. I'm taking this particular lambda function to reduce it. Okay, you definitely need something for reference to reduce it. Okay. So when I have taken lambda function x plus y, what it has done, it has taken all the keys, right? So it is a key value pair. So these all are kind of tuples you can mention and think. And for in these all, this is a key. This is a value. If like a dictionary, if you think like that, 12 is here and here it is there. So for the same key, what are the values we have? 34 and 44, right? So 34 plus 44, how much it is? And we also see 78. So with respect to key, we are adding the values. So for each and everything, it has done the same thing. So this is how it is done in reduce by. Okay. But when you say group by, we are not giving any function to do it group by. Okay, we are just saying just do it group by. But to whenever you do group by, the result, whatever you are fetching, you couldn't see it. That's why what we have done, we have taken one function, we have taken one for loop and we have displayed it like this, right? For each value, key value, what is the result it has fetched. correct? So here, if you see what are the associated values it has for each and everything, it has fetched here. We didn't give any of the function here. Reduce by key is nothing but group by key plus map by partition. So this is associated with these two. Reduce by is equal to group by key plus map partition. So this is the one of the major interview question. You will definitely face it. So they will ask you with an example. Give an example. They will ask you. So you need to be ready with that one. Okay. And what is the difference between repartition and coalesce is also one major question. When someone asks you, what you will say? Firstly, coalesce is used to decrease the number of partition, and repartition is used to increase. Repartition is for both increasing and decreasing. We can use that one. It allows the shuffling. It requires more shuffling and compared to the coalesce. So these are the two major points you can tell to them. Okay. I will share you a few of the things. I will give you the cheat sheets so that you can refer all of them. Okay. Now that we are into the last topic, that is Unity Catalog. We have this topic and one more topic is Delta Live tables. So these are the two topics we are left with. Okay. Today we will be discussing majorly on the Unity Catalog. Okay. So yesterday we have discussed about this medallion architecture, right? We have inserted all the things. So when in the last what we have discussed, when using the merge statement, we have inserted the data. So without the watermark column, what we have done here, if we don't have any watermark column, what we have done, we have enabled the change data feed here. Correct? If you remember or not. See, change data feed has been enabled here. That's why here, when you say table changes of version 1, when you select this particular data, it is selecting only the one which were newly inserted. Okay. So this is how the change data feed can be enabled for any tables. Okay. Table properties delta dot enable change data feed equals to true, so that it will enable. Okay, so see, now that when I execute this particular query, yesterday we got error. Why? Because we are directly using the table changes of this. That is not working. That's why I have taken select star from this one. Okay, either you use table name, or if you are using this enabling change data feed and you are using the particular version of it, then at that time you can use this particular thing like select star from that particular table. Okay, it will definitely work. Yesterday, when I executed that particular query, number of rows inserted is 107 and updated rows is 2. Total is 109 rows affected it has given. Why it has given all of them? Because yesterday we didn't used the first version. What we have used the complete bronze products 2 table. That's why it has affected all the things. Means whatever the newly inserted rows are there, those rows it has not taken. It has taken each and every row. Whenever the sales price is matched, whenever this particular condition is matching, means whenever the product name equal to product name and product ID equals to product ID, at that moment, what it has done, it has updated the sales price of silver table. Okay. It has updated the sales price of a silver table. If the records were not matching, means product ID is not matching or product name is not matching, then what it has done, it has updated the values. See, I already know that the sales price, I have updated the sales price while I am inserting. That's why I have taken the condition upon what I have done. You need to analyze the data and take a decision according to it. Means what updates have been done to the data, you need to know, okay, by analyzing the data. That is the thing here, okay. When I do with only one version of a particular table, then see, only few records have been altered, not each and every record. Either you can do this or you can use like here select star from this one, you where timestamp equals to current day, okay. So you can just give a filter like that one and you can insert the data. At that time, you will take only the data which were modified or inserted today. Okay, that is what the watermark column means. Okay, clear everyone? Shall I go to the next topic, which is Unity Catalog? Okay. So Unity Catalog, if I want to explain you each and everything, I can explain you with respect to the portal and the PPT. Okay. So Unity Catalog you cannot see in Databricks community version. Okay. Unity Catalog you can see only when it is associated with any cloud, be it AWS or Azure or GCP or whatever it is. Okay. Before Unity Catalog was not implemented, usually Databricks, every Databricks workspace have its own user management, metastore, and compute thing. But after the Unity Catalog has been implemented, how it has changed? See, it is now taking only compute inside the Databricks, but inside the Unity catalog, it will always have the metastore and user management. One Unity catalog can be tagged to 100 Databricks workspaces. Okay, there is no need of creating Unity catalog for all the workspaces. You can utilize one Unity catalog and tag 100 workspaces. Okay, metastore. What metastore will do here? This metastore will be creating a layer in a Unity catalog such that the data can be accessed. Same data can be accessed in this workspace and same data can be accessed in this workspace also. And Unity catalog is a data governance tool for a Databricks. Okay, what is Unity catalog? Unity catalog is a data governance tool for Databricks workspace. So whenever Unity catalog has been implemented here, it will have the user management and also metastore. Only these are the two things it is managing. Why means what happens means user management. It will import all the users who are using which workspace. It means it will directly connect to one particular thing. And this is the Azure, right? Inside the Azure, you will have something called Active Directory. Okay. So this enterprise applications, if you come here, or user settings, if you come here, currently I couldn't show you all of them. But why this? Okay, these are all are zeros only for me. Think like that. Okay. There is something called Azure Active Directory inside the Azure. What it will have means whatever the user it is means. See, I'm a service administrator of my particular workspace, Azure workspace. Okay, for my whole workspace, I'm a service administrator. How you can check that particular thing? This is a subscription. Okay, whenever you create a particular this free trial I have created. Okay, free trial version I have logged in for Microsoft Azure. So it has given me one subscription that is free trial. It has given me. But usually what you can do means our organizations will create the subscriptions. Inside the subscriptions, you will be creating the resource groups. And inside each resource group, all the resources will be tagged. Resources means a storage account or Databricks workspace. Means these all are the tools which you are going to use. These all we will say resources. These all are will be inside a resource group, and the head of all of them is a subscription. Inside the subscription, you will have resource group. Inside resource group, you will have all the resources. Okay. If I go to access control, view my access, if I see here, it will see service administrator. I'm a service administrator for this one. Okay. If I want to add, I can add as many as people here, and I can provide access and all. Okay. So what it will do means now we are in this particular user management, right? In this user management, it will import all the data from Azure Active Directory. Azure Active Directory will consist of all the data, like how many users are there for this particular Azure portal. Means for me, for you, and everyone, means let's say we all are Vishnu College students. So for all of us, we have taken a subscription, means subscription of Azure. Then what it will give? It will give us pay as you go. Means how much you use, you need to pay that much. Okay, it will give you that particular thing. Inside that one, you can create not only you and me, everyone who are with this ID, means it will check if the ID is having in the last @vishnucollege.com. If the ID is like that, then it will allow the user. Okay, firstly, and then for every user, it will allow us, it will allow the access. And whenever you are into that particular portal, you can have little bit of permissions. Means everyone can see the portal, but inside the portal you have number of resources. All those you will not be having access. Means some are working on ML models, some are working on ETL projects. So the person who are working on ML projects, they will have access to those resources only. Means they require few things, Kafka and all. So all those accesses will be limited to them only. We need Azure Data Factory, Databricks and all. So these tools, whatever we use, we will be having access to those only. All the administrator team will take care of all of them. Okay. But why I'm explaining all this means this user management will import the data and such that which user is having what access on this workspace, not only on this workspace, on each and every workspace which has been tagged to Unity catalog, it will check the accesses. Okay, it will check the accesses and it will collaborate with the all Databricks workspaces. Okay. If I go one step in depth, yesterday also we have discussed this. Okay, whenever a user is trying to access any cluster or a SQL endpoint, then if the Databricks is enabled with Unity catalog, what it will do? Means if I'm a user and I'm going to utilize the Delta tables inside a Databricks workspace, then what it will do, this Unity catalog is having user management thing, right? So it will go in behind the scenes, it will go and check what access I have on this particular workspace, it will check. And whatever the table I'm going to use, it will also check for that particular table, is this person is having permission or not. if it is having permission, what level of permission it has provided, means read access or write access, what owner access, what access, what level of access it has, each and everything it will check and it will allow the user. It will not right away give you the things. Okay. And remember one thing, audit log. Everything, whatever you do inside the Databricks workspace, it will take a log. Okay. Each and everything. In Unity, if it is a Unity catalog enabled, the logs will be handled by Unity catalog. If this is not, if any workspace is not Unity catalog enabled, then originally also all the resources of Azure, not only Azure, all the cloud will take care of this one. Okay. Means, let's say today I have created and tomorrow someone has deleted. How can that can be possible? How much data I do loss for that particular thing? So what it will do means they will audit the logs, means it will take each and every transaction means whatever operation you are doing, it will consider that things and it will keep it. That is called audit log. Okay. By that you will understand who has created this, who has deleted this, everything you will be getting it, and you can restore also the things. Okay. But definitely you will not be having all the accesses to delete also. In general, I'm telling you. Okay. So here are the key features of the Unity catalog. So few of the key features of Unity catalog includes built-in auditing and lineage. Lineage is something which I will show you. Lineage is nothing but, you know DAG, right? DAG means directed acyclic graph inside the Spark. What it will do? It will give you a graph how the execution needs to be executed. Means how many sources, from how many sources data is getting taken, and from there you need to process and again you need to give the output. So that is a graph. Lineage is also a graph. What the lineage graph will give you insight means from which source this particular table has been created. If there is no source you have created on your own, then today you have created this one, tomorrow you have updated it, like that. Whatever you do, each and everything, it will take and show you as a graph. Okay. And standard compliant security model. So this particular, as I told you, Unity catalog is a tool for data governance inside the Databricks workspace. That is what it is telling us here. And define once and secure everyone. If you have one Unity catalog and once the Databricks has been connected to the Unity catalog, then you no need to worry about the Databricks workspace. It is secure throughout the time you use it. Okay, that is what it is saying. And if I go one step in depth of the Unity catalog, see, first part I will tell you like this. In the second part, I will show you each and everything what I'm discussing now. How you can do it practical, I'll show you. Okay. So inside the Databricks workspace, if you enable the Unity catalog will be having a meta store. We have discussed, right? So what is meant by meta store means? Inside the meta store, you will have storage credential, external location, catalog, share, recipient, provider, connection. Okay. These are grayed out now. Okay. Why? Because I'm going to discuss about catalog schema and all. Okay. Metastore is a top level hierarchy you can identify. Okay. Below this particular thing, you can create a catalog. Catalog is nothing but a database kind of thing. Okay. Inside the database, what you have? Tables. Inside the catalog, what you have? Schema. Means when you say it is with respect to data warehouse, first you will have a database, and then inside the database you have multiple tables. But inside the Unity catalog, how it looks like means metastore. Inside the metastore, catalog will be there. Catalog is equal to database. Schema is equal to table. Not only table, you can create a view, volume, function, model, each and everything. Okay. Whatever I have discussed here, each and everything is very important. Listen to this, okay? Here you can also share the notebooks. Not only sharing the notebooks, you can also share the data, delta tables also you can share. Okay, in recipient, you can add recipients who can actually access what, and then you can share the things to recipients. Okay, provider means nothing but the uh, data provider. Provider is nothing but a data provider, means from where you are getting the data, means third party level, which is not a Databricks. It can be of anything. Provider can be of anyone. Okay, means you are getting the data from Kafka or some other, na? So all those you can consider as provider. And connection. Here, if you see the connection, whenever you are connecting to any provider, you definitely need a secure connection between the Databricks and the third party service, right? So that's where the connection comes into the picture. And here, if you see the external location is nothing but Data Lake Gen 2. Data Lake Gen 2 means inside the storage account. See, definitely everyone will ask you. I mean, inside the storage account. See, what is the difference between Azure Data Lake Gen 2 and a storage account if someone asks you? When I'm creating a storage account, if I click on create, okay, some name I'm just taking. Uh, Okay, this is just a name I have taken, and these things. I'm not changing anything, just for you to show you. See here, there is something called enable hierarchical namespace. If I enable this one, this storage account is called Data Lake Gen 2. Here, if you see hierarchical namespace complemented by Data Lake Gen 2 endpoint. Enable file and directory semantics. Accelerates the big data analytics workloads. Clear, everyone? Means by the time you are creating the storage accounts, inside the advanced settings, if you check this particular option, then your storage account is nothing but Azure Data Lake Gen 2. Okay? If you don't enable that particular thing, it is just a normal storage account. If you don't enable this particular thing. Okay, this is how it is. But basically, you cannot identify the difference between both of them. Means Data Lake Gen 2 and storage account, you cannot identify after creating. Okay, before creating only, you need to enable that hierarchical namespace, because in normal storage account also you will be having these containers, and inside the containers all are there. It will be the same. But when you enable that particular thing, it is mentioning that it is a Data Lake Gen 2. Okay, clear? How you create Data Lake Gen 2 also you got to know today. Okay, so storage location can be these things. Okay, for creating a storage location, for creating an external location, you need to store the data in this external location. You need to have a storage credential. That is where it comes into the picture. Now, if I go to the portal directly, see, this is very interesting thing. Okay, you just need to understand things like how you can manage the things. Okay. So this is the catalog Databricks I have created. Okay, inside the Databricks workspace. So Azure Training is the one which I have created earlier to show you all the things. So this was created recently. That's why this is a Unity catalog enabled automatically for this particular workspace. Okay, if the Unity catalog workspace is not enabled, then your general workspace will look like Databricks community version. Databricks community version. Okay, means inside the catalog, if you go and search database tables, whatever you have created, it will come. DBFS you will enable and you will have all of them. apart from that, you don't see any other things here, right? But inside the Unity catalog, if I go, it means inside this workspace, if I go to the catalog here, if I click on catalog here, see here, I'm having delta sharing option here, external data option here, browse DBFS. Browse DBFS is already there in your community version, means older workspace also you have this option. But this external data and delta sharing is not there. So we will explore all this. Okay, and add data. When you want to add data, see here ingest via partner. So you can ingest the data via different third-party services also. That is also you can do it. And here if you see, you can add the catalog, you can add an external location, storage location, connection and all. Okay, we will see all of these in practical, how you can do the things. Okay, so if I tell you something, I have created one catalog. Okay, see, these all are inside a meta store. All these are residing inside my meta store. Okay, actually, and inside the meta store, these Azure training demo, Azure training demo Hive meta store. Okay, this one and samples. Samples. This was given by what Microsoft only. Okay. See, this is a meta. Inside the meta store, you are having all these, and I'm creating one particular. See here, you have an option to create a catalog. I will give a name called demo2 standard, and I'm not going to give any storage location. Okay, I just want to show you the thing. But what it is saying, please provide the storage location also. But it is optional, right? If I storage URL doesn't exist. Okay, let me take something for Azure training only. I will take this only and I'll create it. Okay, because it is asking me to have a storage. See, whenever I create it, it is asking me to configure a catalog. See here, workspaces means this particular catalog which I have created today. All workspaces have access to that particular catalog. If I remove this particular thing, it will ask me assign to which workspaces you want. Okay, but I'm not going to do that for now. But remember one thing. See here, it is asking, I can assign to Azure Training. Azure Training is one of the workspace I have, right? That's why it has shown me this particular thing. Remember one thing, whenever you are creating a workspace, means a Databricks workspace, if you want to create a Unity catalog upon all these workspaces, means definitely you will encounter this particular situation in your real time. Why? Because when you join a company, definitely that company is running since a long time. So all the Databricks workspaces which have been created to that will be older one, means for all of them Unity catalog is not enabled. Okay, you will encounter a situation like how to connect these Databricks workspaces to Unity catalog. So that's why this topic is important for you. Okay, see here, all the workspaces have access. If I check this one, it will not ask me. If I uncheck this one, it will ask me like this. If one all the Databricks workspaces means today I have created Azure training workspace. Tomorrow I'll create one more for demo Azure training, okay, or something else also I will create on the other day. But all these, if I create in different regions, region means here if you see, if I inside the storage account also I can show you. See here location. This is in East US, this is in Central US, this is in Central US. Remember one thing, all the workspace related your Databricks workspace, your storage account, everything should be in one location only, else it will not work. Okay. My Databricks workspace is in Central US. That's why I have created Databricks only created this particular Databricks workspace on its own when you create a Databricks workspace. Okay. It has created this. That is the reason why it is in Central US. And the second one, I have manually created this one. This is in Central US. And this is the third one I have created manually. And this is in East US location. I will show you definitely there is a differences. There will be a difference whenever you are trying to do something. It will definitely show you only the storage accounts which are under Central US only. Means when this workspace, whatever you are using here, this was built in Central US. So storage account should also be in Central US. That is the first thing you should keep in your mind. Okay. So I will just click like all workspace have this access. Okay, I'll click on next. It is asking me, I'm the owner of this. Okay. But if I want someone to add here, I can grant access. Just I can search here. See, I have to. Let me choose this particular thing and grant access. Grant privileges. See here, all account users if I select, or my name only if I select. I will choose the second one. Okay. What level of privilege you want also it has. It is asking me. Okay. All privilege. I will take all privileges. Okay. Grant. This is how you can grant. I'm clicking on next. Metadata. Metadata means tags you need to give. Means this particular workspace is a which workspace means which team is using this one, which type it is, means production one or UAT one or developer has created or for his own purpose or what it is. You need to mention all those values here. And I'm just clicking on save. Okay. I have created demo2 catalog and it has given me two default databases, default and information schema. Okay. This is the catalog I have created and demo also is the one which I have created. So inside this particular one, EMP is a database. So inside the database, I have created employee and trips. So these are the two tables I have created here. Volumes, models, functions. And if you see here, details, see who has created, owner of this particular one, catalog name of the database. It is asking me, and also storage root. See, without giving this particular thing, it is not allowing me to create, right? So this is the storage root, metastore ID created at what time I have created by each and everything it has given. And see here, this is the managed catalog, storage location, schema ID, everything, each and every detail you are getting here. But same details you will not be having inside this particular thing. Okay. If I go here and go to the catalog, see, if I click on that particular thing, it will show me few things. What is its schema and little bit of sample data which I have. See, created at last modified partition columns and number of files. Who has created that particular thing is not there here. So that is the differences when you check with respect to Unity Catalog enabled workspace and without that one. Okay. So apart from these things, you can also give permissions for all of them. See, I have, let me revoke all the permissions. Revoke means deleting all the permissions. See, it has been deleted. So it is like that. I can grant access again and I can revoke it as it is up to me. Okay. And you have seen this particular thing by from UI portal, how you can create a catalog and how you can create a database and tables inside that one you have seen. Now we shall see each and everything manually, how you can do it with the scripts we shall see. Okay, I'm creating catalog called demo Databricks. Okay, let me click on Shift Enter. Mm, exist. Metastore storage root URL does not exist. Okay, it is asking me for location also. Means whenever what we have given here, whenever we create any new catalog, we have given the location also, right? So it is asking me to use this particular syntax. Okay. So if I use that particular thing here, see, create catalog, my catalog, managed location. This should be the path I need to give here. It is what it is saying here. Okay, for now, since we have already created there, I'm skipping this part, but this is how you can actually use it. Okay. And if I come down, if I click on show catalogs with this particular thing, I can see how many catalogs are created. Azure Training Demo, Demo 2, have Metastore, Sample System. These are the 6 catalogs we have. So this is same syntax which we can see, okay? And how you can grant access to any table or a schema also, you can see here. See, whenever I am adding any user, I'm giving any permissions to any user, then everyone should use a particular catalog and then only they will create a table and they will create a schema, right? That's why I will give firstly use catalog. Okay, use schema means which is schema, EMP or samples or Azure training, which schema it should create. It should be able to create that, right? And also it should be able to create a table also. So I will give these permissions. And here I need to give the email ID. Okay. And if I come down to the next one, show grant on catalog demo. So who are having access on this particular thing, it is showing the data. Here I have given demo. Let me show you demo 2 also. It will see here. I have added my name there, right? Giving me all privileges. So that this was also added. Okay. You can see who are all are having permissions there using this particular command. And if you see, create schema if not exists. So this is the schema I'm going to create. And I'm also creating with respect to a comment. Schema means nothing but, see, demo is a catalog. Inside a demo, the CMP is a schema. Inside the schema, you are having tables. So the tables, volumes, functions, whatever it is. If I click on EMP, it will show you here tables, volumes, models, functions. Okay, you can create n number of things, n number of tables, n number of volumes, n number of models and functions. Okay, we will discuss in depth about all these also. Okay. So use catalog and show me the schemas. If I'm going to create it inside the demo, see, inside the demo, I don't have something like Databricks demo, right? So now I'm going to create it. It has created. If I show you, if I refresh it here, See, inside this particular demo, Databricks demo is also added. Okay, that is how it is. You can create a schema. Now that we have seen how to create a catalog, how to create a schema, we all know how to see. Same like show catalog, you can also see show schemas. Then it will show you all the schemas inside the particular thing. Inside the demo, Databricks demo, EMP, default, and information schema. So these are all there. Okay. Now that we have seen how to create catalog and schema, we will be seeing how to create tables also. It is the same syntax how you usually do in SQL. Okay. See inside the SQL, I'm just checking describe schema extended. Schema means this particular EMP, right? So EMP is inside demo catalog. That's why I'm giving this particular thing. Okay. If I execute this particular thing, it will give me the catalog name, namespace, what are all the properties it is having, it will give me. See this location and root location, everything it is giving me. Owner, properties and all. If I give you Databricks demo and execute it, see here inside the comment, Databricks demo schema. I have given a comment while creating a schema here, if you remember or not. See comment Databricks demo schema. Okay, so it has taken that particular comment here. Okay, but I have not given any location. That's why it is not there. But for EMP, it is having that particular thing. If you see, if you remember that. See here, location it is there and root location also it is there because we have created this particular thing from UI. That is the difference between UI and this one. Here also you can create EMP and you can also give the locations. But by the time I'm creating, I missed to give that particular thing for Databricks demo schema. Okay, let it be. See, I can also drop the schema and the syntax is same as our SQL tables only. Okay. Now, if I have created a table called employee inside EMP with ID, name, and manager ID, and I have inserted the see, if I click on EMP tables, it will give me two tables now, trips and employee. Okay, you can just see the tables there like with that command. And you can also insert the records. I have inserted only one record. Okay, I can just give John, Jane, and manager ID is 34. I'll keep it. Okay, table or view cannot be found, it is saying. What you can do means you can give like a catalog. What is the catalog name here? Demo is the catalog. Dot emp is the schema. Dot employee is our table. Now it will give me, now it will insert the data. Okay, because it couldn't identify which employee data into which employee you want to insert it. If you give the complete details like catalog, schema, and table name, it will be easy for that one. Okay, clear, right? And it is same when you fetch the data from employee, it will be the same thing. Select star from, again here, if you see, catalog name is demo.emp.employee. Then it will give you the records. Okay, clear? Like a describe table extended employee is the table name. For schema also, this is the same thing. Here you will be getting all the detailed information like what is the catalog for this particular table, what is the database of this table and table name, who has when it has been created and created by Spark it has saying and managed table. See, there is one more important thing. one is managed table and other one is external table. Definitely there will be a question. What is the difference between managed table and external table? Okay, managed table means nothing but, see, when you are creating these employees, if I click on this employee, if I go to these details, storage location and all, these are the things you could see, right? If I click on trips, if I go to details, see, the storage location is this. But for employee details, if you see, the storage location is this. Means this is the Databricks own storage account where it is storing, because you have not given any location. But for trips, I have particularly mentioned save this particular thing in this location only. I have mentioned. Okay, at that time it has created here, and also it is saying this is the external one. If I go to the employee and if I go to the details, here it is saying managed one. Okay, everything in detail you will definitely get to know when you do it here. Okay. So you have seen till now whatever all I have created, all these are managed one. Okay. Let me come to the external one after explaining you all the things. Okay. If you come here, see, if I click on Catalog Explorer, I'm having Delta sharing external data, right? So browse DBFS you already know, so I'm not telling you this particular part, but inside the browse DBFS, you will have file store tables and data, or as you have in our community version, it is same here also. Okay, but inside the delta sharing and the external data, what are the things you do have here? So it is very easy when you go in a hierarchy. Okay, let me go to external data first. So inside the external data, what are all the things there we have? We have external locations, storage credentials, and connections. Okay, these are all the things I have. First, external location. What is meant by this external location? External location means nothing but whatever the storage account you want from that particular thing. If you want to store the data in any of the data lake Gen 2, storage account means a data lake Gen 2. Inside any data lake Gen 2, if you want to store the data, apart from the one which this is always there. Okay, this Azure training, this has been created. Means Databricks has been created on its own. Okay. For each and every Databricks workspace, one particular external location will always be there. That is its own data lake Gen 2. Okay. This is the one which I have added and this is the one which I have added. Okay. So how you can create an external location means, see, this is a hierarchy. First, you need to have a location. Okay, so create a location first. See, when you're creating a location, what it is asking, storage credential. Means your starting point is always a storage credential, not a external location. Okay, what you can do here means storage credential. So how to create a storage credential? Click on storage credential here. Here it is asking credential type, keep it as is. Credential name, you can give anyone. Training credential. I'm just giving cred only. Access connector. How to get this access connector and where we need to get this. Access connector is nothing but inside the Azure portal, you have something called Access Connector. You can just in the search, if you type like this, access, see first one it comes is Access Connector for Databricks. If I click on this particular one, see, Unity Catalog Access Connector. You can create one access connector. I want to create it. So I will take this Azure Databricks training only, and name is something like this, and it should be the same. Means Central US. I have created my Databricks in Central US. That's why access connector should also be a Central US one. And review and create. It will create a access connector for you. But I have actually created one particular thing. That's why I'm not creating it. But that is how you can create it. Okay. Why this access connector is required means for one thing. That may access connector, see, whenever you want to read any data from storage account, how you usually read, you will take the data. I mean, you will mount it, right? How you will mount it using the access keys or shared access signature, SAS token or access keys, correct? So these are the two things which we have in our list. But whenever the Databricks workspace is connected to Unity catalog, you have something called access connector. This access connector acts as a bridge for storage account and your Databricks workspace. Okay, storage account and your Databricks workspace. Once this is created, what you need to do means you need to go to your Databricks workspace. Inside the Databricks workspace, see access connector ID. It is asking, na? Go to this access connector. Here you can see resource group ID, right? Resource ID. Just copy it. If you click on this one, it will get copied. Copy it and paste it here. This is the access connector one. Red should be good enough. I'm just creating it just to show you. Okay. See here, this has been created. To whom I need to give access? You can just give all account users, or for now, I have only my name here. That's why I'm taking only my name every time, and all privileges I'm giving and granting the access to this particular storage credential. Means this particular person can use this storage credential and she can do whatever she can. Okay, inside the storage catalog explorer, external data, we have storage credentials and external locations. We have first created a storage credential. Storage credential is nothing but access connector. Access connector will be acting as a bridge between storage account and our Databricks workspace. Okay, credential we have. Now we need to link this credential to a location, right? So I'll be going to external location, create location. This can be training external location. Okay, credential. See, I can use this particular training credential. Okay, if I scroll down, it is asking the URL. See, above what it has given, abfss// container. So inside the Databricks workspace, this Azure training is there. Na? I'm going to use this particular storage account. Okay. So this is also created inside the central, no, storage accounts. I'm going to use the demo Databricks college. Okay. So this was also created inside the central US location. If I close this, if I see here, East US is there, na? Azure Databricks training. It cannot take this particular thing. If you want, I will show you also. It will definitely not take. If I go to containers, data is there, na? I will just keep it, okay? To show you. if it is accepting or not. Data at the rate. Data is a container name, and now I'm taking this particular what storage account name. Okay, dot dfs dot core dot windows dot net. Okay. If you want, you can give any other paths attached to this one. I'm just copying it here. Okay. And I'm creating it. See what it is saying. Operation failed. This endpoint does not support. Please enable these account features if you want to use the things. Okay. So the thing is, why it is not accepting means it couldn't accept because it is not in the East. It is in East US location. This Azure Databricks training is in East US location, as I told you. But if I try to add this demo Databricks College one, it will help me. Means, see, this is in Central US, so it will definitely take it. Okay, I'm just copying it and pasting it here. Okay. I have data container already, that's why. Input overlaps with the existing external location. What it is saying means I already created one particular location, external location for the same. That's why it is saying it couldn't create one. Okay. But see here, demo Databricks College is when you create on that particular one, it will show you this thing. Okay. Since it is already there, it couldn't create me new thing. Once it has been created, you can grant access to all the people, whoever you want. And if you click on browse, you can also browse few things. Whatever the data you want, you can browse directly from here. No need to go to data lake Gen 2. Okay. It is saying error loading, but generally it will definitely show you. Okay. If I click on test connection, for suppose why you are getting all these errors and all, if you want to test, see this has been, wait, I think I have come to the wrong one. If I click on external locations, demo Databricks. So if I if I click on browse here, see here, now I'm able to see inside this one, what are all there, I could see, right? Notebook, inside the notebook, what are all there, I could see. And if I click on browse once again, you can also create a table here and all. If you click on test connection, see here, everything is in green, all permissions confirmed. For the other one, I have not created properly. That's why it has failed to browse the things, and also test connection also failed. This is how you can test the external location thing. Okay. If I go to delta sharing, no, external data, what we have done, we first created a storage credential. How we have created? First, we have created a access connector, and we have used that access connector here and created a storage credential. We have a storage credential. We have declared a credential. Now we are connecting that credential to a storage account. This is storage account we have connected. Create location, whatever the location name you want, you will be giving, and whatever the thing you are created, means which credential you want to use, you are giving, and URL name. So this particular storage credential is acting as a bridge between this URL, means storage account, and the Databricks workspace, this Databricks workspace. Okay, that is how you can create both of them. And connections. When you come to connection, here now you can actually create a connection. But remember one thing, this is for a third party one. Means if you want to give, it can be of anything. But see here, connection type, Databricks, what it is. You are connecting to another Databricks workspace also, and you can connect to SQL Server also, Snowflake, Redshift, whatnot. You can connect to multiple services here. Okay, whatever it has given, and you can create, you can test the connection. So this is the third party thing which you can create. Okay, but this external location is nothing but a storage account one. Okay, clear about external locations, storage credentials, and connections? Clear, everyone? Just try to understand. You will be when you do it manually, then only you will be understand it more better. Okay, for now, just understand all the terms. It should be good enough for you. Okay. So inside the catalog explorer, we have delta sharing. One more thing. If I click on this delta sharing, here we have shared by me and shared with me. Shared by me means if I share something to anyone, then it will come under this particular thing. Okay. To share to someone, first I need to add that particular person. Na? I will add recipient. I will click on recipient and click on new recipient. Recipient name is Priya. I'm taking Priya workspace. Okay. Here I need to give a sharing identifier. Means Databricks will have this particular identifier. Means for each and every workspace, this identifier is different. Okay. For you, how you can identify that particular thing means if I go back to workspace, users, secret scopes, Databricks. Where is this? I have created somewhere. See, let me copy it. Inside the catalog, okay? Inside the catalog, if I show you, select current metastore of whatever the ID it has given here. You need to copy this particular value and you need to give it here. Okay, remove this particular one, Azure Central US. This is the ID. Okay. See, I cannot create a recipient for same workspace. This is the same workspace, right? If I have something means for any other workspace, if I execute that query and paste it here, I will be able to create a recipient. Let me create and show you what it will give you. See, it is saying invalid metastore. Why? Because it is the same thing, right? This from this workspace only. Again, you are going to add a recipient, but it is actually not the case how you can do it. Okay, but this is how you can create a recipient. Recipient means who will take the data. Okay, share. If I click on share, you can click on share data. Share data can be training data, notebooks, notebook underscore training. Okay, I will be creating this particular thing. If I click on save and continue, add data assets, which means what I'm going to share here. Inside the demo too, I don't have anything. Inside the demo, I have Databricks demo, right? So I'm sharing this complete Databricks demo schema directly. Okay, save and continue. See, here it is asking. If you want to also share the notebook, you can share it here. Means you can select some notebooks from here. I don't want to share any notebook. I just want to share a schema only. where I should share? I should share to demo Databricks. Path is training. Okay. If I go to the storage account, this college one, inside the containers, see inside the data, I have notebook and trips, right? Now I'm going to create something called training. Okay. Data/training. Now what it will do inside the data, it will create one more folder called training and it will store the schema. If I click on share data, here, see, I need to add a recipient here. Unfortunately, I couldn't add any recipient, right? That's why I couldn't do this particular thing. If I click on share data for this particular recipient, he can always see what I shared in storage account, and also he can check in his workspace also. Okay. I'm just canceling it because I don't have any recipient. Okay, this is shared by me. Shared with me means someone who has done the same process to add me, then those things will be appear here. Okay. Inside the catalog explorer, we have explored the things, delta sharing, external data, and how to create a catalog. Inside a catalog, how to create a schema. Inside a schema, how you can create a tables and all you have seen today, right? Inside the demo, if you see EMP, so if I click on EMP here, EMP, see here table, volume, models. Models means ML models. Functions means in our SQL, we have functions, aggregate functions, window functions. It means sum of is one function, average of is one function. These are all built-in functions. But you can also create a user-defined function using you can create a user-defined functions that can be referred here. Okay, model means ML model. Volume is nothing but unstructured data you can consider. Okay, means you can insert image, videos, or whatever it is. You can insert all the unstructured data inside the volumes also, inside the volumes, but it cannot refer as a tabular format. Okay, volumes are nothing but unstructured data. Okay, inside the Databricks workspace, Unity catalog. Okay. And you have seen how you can grant the permissions from UI also you have seen, and through these queries also how you can grant the permissions you have seen, right? There is this particular one, grant, grant, create table, create schema, use catalog on this particular table to this particular person. So this is how we have seen all these things. Okay. So we have seen all of these. Now, what I'm going to show you is inside the samples, you have data for NYC taxi and TPCH. Okay. Inside the TPCH, you have data for customer. Okay. I'm going to use this particular thing and I'm going to create one external table. Okay. How to create, you have seen managed table till now. Now I'm creating one particular thing, create table if not exists, trips customer. Where I need to use it? Inside the demo catalog, EMP is my schema. Inside this, I'm going to create it. Okay. Where I need to store the location of this particular one. See, this is a external table. Okay. Create external table. And this is the location where I want to store the data. as select star from NYC taxi and trips I have taken. Now TPCH customer. TPCH dot customer. Okay. Let me create it. Okay. So it has created all this. It has created this and it has inserted this data. If I click on select star from demo.emp.trips customer. If I execute this particular thing, see what it is saying. Inside this cannot be found. Maybe spelling mistake. Demo. Customer trips customer. It is the same thing, I believe. But let me see here first. If I refresh this particular thing where it has been saved, we'll see. It is not here. It is also not here. Where it is? Inside the demo too, also it is not there. Wait, let me refresh it once again. From the top. But if I refresh it here, inside the trips, acha, I got the issue. What happened means it has replaced trips with this one. See, these are all the things I have here. But this customer table data, it should be here inside the demo, inside the EMP. Where it is? Trips customer. There is some issue. I'm not sure why it is not showing up here. Similar way I have created trips. It is done, but for this one, I'm not sure why. Okay, I will do one thing. I will not take this particular thing. I will take from NYC taxi only. This is a key sample. Let me see the sample data, what it is having. Custom key and all, but it is not accepting me. We'll do one thing, okay? Let me remove both of them and I create this particular thing. Where are you? Inside this also it is not there. Inside default it is? No. Why it is suddenly playing with me? No, it is not storing anywhere. This is insane. But it is the same case how I created trips. It has been created all smooth, but let me give a location customer. Okay. And I will create it. what it is saying, overlaps the external table. Okay, what it is saying, input URL path overlaps with other external table. Okay. I will remove this strips. Okay, and I will create demo.emp.trips customer. Okay. So this time I will execute this. It is working. So the reason is the overlapping of the location is the reason. That is the reason why it has not been executed earlier. But now see, it has been executed. Only difference while creating the manager table and external table is giving the appropriate location for this one. Remember one thing. See, whenever I create something now, inside the demo, inside the EMP, where is this? Refreshing it once again. See, trips customer has been created. If I go to the details here, see, this is shown as external. Means what it will happen means, even if I drop the table, I'm dropping the table trips, okay? emp.trips. Because trips is also an external table as I have showed you. Okay, if I click on trips here, see now table does not exist, it is saying. Okay, but if I go to this particular location inside the containers data, see here trips is still existing and here the data remains here. So that is the difference between external table and manager table. Means data will be residing here still, but the table will get deleted when you drop the table. That is the difference between external table and manager table. Okay. If I quickly give you a glance, we have discussed how to create, we have seen inside the catalog, how, inside the meta store, how to create a catalog, schema, table. Okay. And we have also discussed how to connect to the external location by using the storage credential. And we have also seen how to add a recipient and how to share the data. Provider is nothing but a third-party service who can through which you can connect to your Databricks workspace, okay, using connection. So this is the ultimate overview of a catalog, Unity catalog. This is a data governance tool. It will audit each and everything, whatever you are doing inside the workspace. Okay. Before it is not enabled, you could see the Databricks community version as a without catalog one, and with the catalog one is the one which I have created today. Okay, this is the difference. If someone asks you what is Unity catalog, you can simply mention that Unity catalog will be handling the user management and meta store inside the Unity catalog, and it can be connected to multiple Databricks workspaces. Okay, so and from November 2023 onwards, each and every Databricks workspace which we are creating is having a Unity catalog enabled. So that particular point you need to mention to every interviewer. Definitely, if your interview is going good, they will definitely ask you about the Unity catalog. Okay, clear everyone? We are left with only one topic called delta live tables. Tomorrow we will be discussing about that also. And one day I will take time and walk you through the syllabus, and I will explain you each and everything with a glance again, and we shall close the course. Okay, I'll share you all the cheat sheets which are all required. It will be useful for you. Okay, do check out all of them. I will be sharing you over WhatsApp group. Okay, please do practice a little bit on PySpark and SQL every day, guys. Okay, it will be helpful for you at the time of interview. Okay. Okay, then. Yeah. Thank you all. Good night.